Hello, I hope you are all doing well and safe and healthy. It's very sad that we are not together in Skopje with all the Green family. This moment is very particular, one of the biggest crises in the world since a long time, with economic, social, environmental consequences. In a Europe not prepared and with national government acting in a scattered way. First, we thank all those workers from medical and social sectors who have been at the forefront of keeping society functioning. Also, we stand in solidarity with the countries that were affected the most by the pandemic. Despite all our scientific and technological progress, we realize that we are very vulnerable. We can go to the moon, we want to explore Mars, but we fail at protecting and preserving the planet where we live. Our lives may have been put under lockdown, but our fight for a different world has not. For 3 months, Greens all over Europe and the world have not stopped working hard. EGP staff, the committee, national parties, our partners, our Green ministers, our mayors, our local councillors, but also the NGOs and the civil society. And this is our strength, to develop and share common message in all the Green galaxy. This is what we have come here to do, maybe virtually. We have the historical responsibility in this moment to propose a plan for a different future, a better tomorrow. Business as usual is not possible. Either our economic model changes or we succumb. It's why we worked with you in a recovery plan resolution to speak with one voice. And now I will take you on a fast tour through some of our priorities. If European Union has a reason for existing, it's solidarity. Solidarity and unity created Europe. And it's time today to bring it back. Too many EU member states were acting unilaterally or even against one another. Too many EU countries are reintroducing borders. And during this period, the EU institutions were very slow to find a unified response. Now the Commission has presented Next Generation EU, finally a united response. But we Greens, we don't think it's enough. We want to boost the funding to European economics, with social justice and climate in the center. Europe must also protect the most vulnerable and support the most afflicted countries. Why? Because there is no room for austerity.
green recovery plan cannot work unless we have an ambitious Green Deal, because the biggest challenge of our age stays climate change, with economic, environmental, and social consequences. The Green Deal must be at the core of a system change with another social economic model. The recovery plan must be fair but also sustainable. And so we want a climate-proof industrial policy, but we want also to secure the energy transition. We want to create green and quality jobs. We want another mobility. We want a concrete biodiversity strategy. The Paris Agreement needs to be a reality. Agriculture needs a true reform of the CAP. We need to act for zero pollution action plan for air, water, and soil. Let's discuss that together during the Council. We would be nowhere today without those who put their lives on the line to save other people. Healthcare and social care workers, but also public transport drivers, those working in supermarkets and in agriculture. And we don't forget that many of these workers are women, often underpaid, with no recognition. In this crisis, the elderly are massively hit. The young are facing a higher unemployment rate. The great poverty is higher than ever. A social Europe must guarantee the rights of all workers and a quality of life for all citizens. Finally, no quarantine for democracy. The emergency measures must be temporarily limited, proportional, and not an excuse to attack the rule of law anywhere. We Greens will denounce any attempt at democracy.
Extraordinary times need an extraordinary council. This is the first time in history that EGP runs an online council. And sure, this is a challenge. It's a challenge for all of us, but especially for our staff. And we're running it with enthusiasm and with highly professional support from the members of our EGP office. It's a short and ambitious program, and you will see relevant and big names, international ones, but also European ones, that will debate how a world post-COVID could look like. We invite you to actually participate and to give you the chance to intervene and to debate with us.
And we are happy to give you the occasion to participate to networks and to have exchange. We are so happy to see our green family reunited once again, even if it's only virtually. Democracy must run again. We have resolutions to adopt. We have people to elect, and we will do it. And the last word to our friends from North Macedonia. We were supposed to be with you in Skopje. Even if we are not there physically, we thank you for the patience and enthusiasm you had showed in hosting us. Welcome to the 31st EGP Council. Stay safe, healthy, and online with us.